Welcome back to my yoga channel. I hope you enjoy this sequence. So, find a comfortable position that works for you. Could be laying down if you want, or sitting up if you prefer. If you're laying on your back with your legs extended, you might find that uncomfortable into the lower back. If you do, just bend the knees. Closing eyes if you like, but keeping them open if you prefer. And just relaxing here. Focusing on your breathing. Let go of any tension, any tightness through the body. Allowing the muscles to relax. And let's just enjoy this bit. From here, as you inhale, reach arms up past ears. Take a full body stretch. Exhale, let's bring right knee in towards chest, bending that knee and hugging the thigh towards body. You've got some options. Holding the shin if you like, holding the back of the thigh or back of the knee if you prefer. Some people find they can't hug the thigh into the body, so it's fine to bring that foot down to the floor. Heads and shoulders relax down if you're happy here, or lifting up if you want, nose towards knee. Closing eyes if it helps you relax. Just enjoying that stretch across the knee and across the hip. And we're holding it here for a couple of breaths. Let's lengthen back down through leg, extend up through arms and stretch out. Exhale, bring the left knee into chest, hugging thigh to body. Same options as before, holding shin, back of thigh, back of knee, or foot down to floor. Head, shoulders down, or lifting up, nose to knee. Closing eyes if it helps you relax. And again, we're just holding it here for a couple of breaths. Find the position that feels most comfortable. Lengthening down through leg, extending up through arms, stretching out. Exhale, this time bring both knees in towards chest, hugging thighs towards body. You've got options, holding shins or knees, backs of thighs. Heads and shoulders are just relaxed down this time. Ease the knees out from the chest a little bit, create some space. More importantly, softening, flattening the lower back. We're just going to rock side to side, working across the lower back, massaging across the lower back. Bring knees to center as you exhale. Lower heels down to floor, let the knees drop apart, soles of feet come together. We've got that stretch through the adductors, those groin muscles. And we've got options, obviously. If you're happy as you are, stay as you are. If it's a little bit uncomfortable into groin, try taking heels away from hips a little bit. See if that's more comfortable. Or lift the knees to lose a bit of that stretch. You could support under thighs with hands if you need. I'm just going to bring my hands to sides. You could rest the hands inside the thighs if you want, but we're not pushing the knees apart. And again, let's just enjoy this for a couple of breaths, gently stretching into the groin. Lengthen up through arms, extend down through legs. Exhale, both knees back into chest. Give yourself another hug. Ease those knees out a little bit. Let's rock side to side. Roll to the side. We're going to push up to seated. Flip over onto all fours. So, hands under shoulders. Knees under hips, hand shoulder width, knees hip width. Have a breath here. As you exhale, sit heels back towards hips, sinking ribs down to thighs, relaxing heads, elbows down towards the floor, child pose. We've got some options here. Ankles could be flat, but for some people that's not comfortable, so curl toes if you need. Arms reaching forward if you like. Could bring hands together, elbows wide, might be more comfortable in some people's shoulders, especially if you've got tight chests, or you could reach the hands backwards. Closing eyes again if it helps you relax. Let's have a couple of breaths here. As you inhale, come to all fours. Hands under shoulders again, and knees under hips. Pressing hands into the mat, spreading the fingers out. Curl the toes. We're going up and back with hips into down dog. Straighten them out through the backs of the legs, pressing the hands down and pressing backwards through the shoulders and hips. Ease between the arms. As you exhale, step forward. Feet between the hands, lifting hips and tipping forward into forward fold. Inhale, reach to ceiling. Exhale, hands to prayer. So, come towards the front of the mat. We're going to take the feet wide. We've got one of my absolute favourites, deep squat. Turn toes out a little bit if you need. Slackens off the glutes. Engage abs. Engage glutes. Start with pelvis neutral. Lifting the chest, hands in prayer. As you inhale, reach to the ceiling. As you exhale, sit into that deep squat. Don't drop onto the inside of the feet here, so pressing outside of the feet into the mat, opening up these knees. Lifting the hips from that bottom position slightly so the hips aren't dropping under. Have a breath. Hold that one, hands down, then step or jump back to plank, as if we're going to do a press up. Now you can drop knees here if you need. If you're happy in your plank, stay in plank. If you want though, as you inhale, reach to ceiling with left hand turning into side plank, looking up to that hand. You can drop bottom knee if you need. Back down to plank. Drop knees if you need, lower the chest towards the floor, elbows tucked into the ribs and hover if you can at the bottom. Drop hips, lift shoulders, shoulders back and down. We've got options, straight arms, bent arms, or on the elbows. Listen to your lower back. As you exhale, sit back into that resting position, back to child pose. And we've just got a single breath here. As you inhale, come to all fours. We're stepping left foot inside, left hand, and the knee goes in the armpit. Let's just check everything's where it should be. We're in this lovely deep lunge. We want knee in line with heel. We don't want to see knee over toes. Hips and shoulders relatively square as we look forward. Hands down to mat. I tend to go fists. It's nicer on the wrists. Squeezing bums, squeezing tummies and pressing into this right hip. Find that stretch in the hip flexors. Remember, as we engage glutes, we relax and inhibit those hip flexors. If you're happy as you are, stay as you are. If you want, press right hand into the floor, lift right knee, and we're going to reach to ceiling with left hand turning, so we're looking up to that hand. Squeezing thighs, squeezing bums. This is the tough bit. Sweep through, turn forward, lift chest, up into high lunge. Hold that breath, hands down, back to plank, and exhale, back to down dog. Quick breath here. Exhale, step into forward fold. Inhale, reach up to ceiling. Exhale, hands to prayer. Little shake if you want. Let's do it from the other side. I'm just turning on the mat so you can see me. So come to front of the mat, take feet wide, turn toes out. Again, tummy's tight, glutes engaged, pelvis neutral, hands in prayer. As you inhale, reach to ceiling. Exhale down into that lovely deep squat. Opening knees, pressing into the outside edge of the feet and lifting hips just slightly. Hold that breath, hands down, step or jump, back to plank. Drop knees if you need, remember. As you inhale, if you want, reach to ceiling with right hand turning into our side plank. And again, you can drop that bottom knee if you need. Back to plank, sink and hover, or collapse. Drop hips, lift shoulders. And we've got the same option, straight, bent, or down onto elbows. Exhale, back to child pose. Let's have a rest here, just a breath. As you inhale then, come all fours, step right foot inside right hand. Take a moment, adjust if you need. Squeezing bums, squeezing tummies, pressing into hips. Stay if you're happy as you are. If you want, press that left hand into the floor, lift left knee, reach to ceiling with right hand. Opening up into the chest. Again, this is a tough bit. Sweep through, turn forward, lift chest, reach up, high lunge. Hold that breath, hands down. Back to plank and exhale back to down dog. Have a breath. As you exhale, step forward into our forward fold. Remember, bend knees here if you need. Inhale, reach up to ceiling. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's come back down to the mat, finding a comfortable position, laying if you want. Either on backs, on fronts, on sides, or you could sit. Closing eyes if you like. Let's just relax here. Again, focusing on your breathing. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. Let go of all that tension. Let the muscles soften and relax. Allow yourself to sink into the mat. As you inhale, reach arms up, extend down through legs. Exhale, let's bring both knees towards chest. Ease out a little bit, create that space, let's rock side to side. Rolling to the side, we're going to push up into a seated position. Find the comfortable position that works for you. Hands wherever, knees if you want. Prayer if you like, over hearts, tummies, or just into laps. Closing eyes if you find that comfortable. Focusing on your breathing again. Slow, deep, controlled breaths. As you inhale, sit till get that lengthened spine. As you exhale, relax. Let's get that tension out of necks and shoulders. Let's open up our eyes. As you inhale from here, reach out and up and bring hands together. Hands to head, hands to heart. Last time, reaching up, hands together. Hands to head, hands to heart. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that,
If you did, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much.